Hi everyone. I'm not much of a speaker really, but I do a lot of music in my life, and I do have a group at Scots Chapel called the Adventurers, because we have a sense of adventure. And I started it for my dad, who was elderly and he couldn't get to chapel anymore. So we had this group on a Monday morning, and we still have, about 10 years later, we still have the group. And it is essentially a music group, but he wanted for him to express his faith. He couldn't go to church, didn't see many people so much, but we even had the group in his house, which he loved, because he was a local preacher, you see, and he wanted to, express, tell people about Jesus, and this gave him a good chance. But he was a very good singer, and he was one of those men who used to learn an instrument when he was a boy. I don't know whether there's anybody here like this. And then obviously couldn't be bothered to practice or anything like that, and never got any better. And then later on in life, he wished he had, you see. So he got the muffy out, the mouth organ, and he was really good on it. He used to play the mouth organ in the night, and every time he used to play hymns, all the old hymns, because the old hymns have good tunes, don't they? Really, really good tunes. So singing, of course, obviously singing, and I get people to sing, so I'm going to get you to sing. So I've also got, Paul's going to play a piece on his pipes again, because wasn't it brilliant? Wasn't it lovely? Absolutely beautiful. And so I suppose my thing is, I see people and I think, what can I get them to do? And how can I encourage them? How can I build them up? Give them a chance, that sort of thing. Also singing, of course, brings words to life. Bob said just before, he said, the joy of the Lord is my strength. He quoted that, didn't he? We hear that, and if we speak it, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yes, yes, yes. But if you sing it, now, does anybody know it? The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Oh, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Oh, you see, doesn't it bring the words to life, doesn't it? You see, so you can learn scripture through songs, can't you? Charles Wesley did that, didn't he? That's what I try and get them to do. In church, traditionally, we're the audience, and the vicar or the leader comes and takes the service, and they tell you stuff. And then you go home, you sing. Yeah, you do sing, so that is something you do. But it's like we're an audience, and it's not good enough at all, is it? And people do not take responsibility for their own faith, generally. Would you say that? Yes. They're not. They say, oh, well, they do those sort of things. They do the prayers. They do that sort of thing, which is the spiritual things. We don't. They do. But so I suppose in music you can get people to take responsibility, and I do get people to speak. I like people to be able to speak, to say something. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, just discuss something, and we do. So we've been learning one or two songs which are scriptures, and we're trying to learn them by heart. And when you get older, you're not very good at that. Learning, you forget. But we're doing really well, actually. There's one, they that wait upon the Lord, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like an eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord, how to wait. So it just takes somebody to start, doesn't it? Yeah. Well done, guys. Look, you are good. So, Paul, would you play a tune on your pipes again? I'll play a bit of piano, shall I? Now, I need you to do something noisy. So, the pipes have a drone. They have what would it be, an F and a C? So there's two notes. La, la, la. So you can can sing them all the time and be a drone if you like. or you start with the top one. And then you go, and then the other one. That's right, and then back to this one. And then a little bit of that, and then back to that. That's it. So you'll have to really listen. So music makes you listen, doesn't it? It makes you listen. It makes you work as a team, and it makes you submit to the song, doesn't it? And it also, so when Paul plays, we might drown them out. Well, it's up to us, isn't it? To hear that and say, oh, I'm going to sing a bit softer. All right, so will you do that? Take responsibility to make this lovely sound, which you will. Okay, Paul. Should I leave it there? Oh, it's so good. Paul is a brilliant player, my God. Is it F? G. So that's how you do a music group. There we are. You know, when you have a group of, when we talk about music, don't we? We know it's a good thing, but it's how you do it. And dare I start a song off? Dare I? Just have a little bit of a Bible study. Should be a song at the beginning, shouldn't it? Or a couple of songs, shouldn't it? It focuses your attention, makes you do something instead of just sitting waiting for somebody to tell you all the answers. It makes you do something, joins you in, doesn't it? And so there should always be a song. So just dare. All you here are good singers, so just dare to start. Might be a bit too low. Oh, it's too low. That's it. No, just carry on anyway. There's always criticism. But just start, literally, and sing. You don't have to have instruments. You don't have to. You just sing. I do obviously have percussion in my group. We have glockenspiel so that people can do that G, play it in a D. And I've found over my time, I used to think that people were cleverer than we really are. And I used to give them hard things to do. But actually, we're not able to do hard things to start with, are we? Some people maybe can later, but the easier the better. And it means you're involved. And not only that, that was lovely, wasn't it? That was really, really good. G, that's all you did. G and D. That was all, wasn't it? And what a lovely sound. You see what I mean? So when you have any sort of group, it does say, doesn't it, don't give up the habit of meeting together, as some do, but meet to encourage one another. What an encouragement a little group is in your house or anywhere in your church or anywhere. Just get a group together and just sing. Does anybody know a song? That you could sing. Anybody know a song? It could be Mary Had a Little Lamb. It could be anything. Just start with anything that anybody knows. In my group, as I say, we'll have a song, and I'll get people to play instruments, and there's some really good players. Ukuleles are very good, by the way, but they can learn a ukulele. But sometimes we'll get so, we'll have harmonies, and it's so, in such unity, that we feel, even they who aren't terribly spiritually attuned feel the Holy Spirit. And it's the unity. And I mean, the unity commands the blessing, doesn't it? So a song is unity as well. It's so wonderful, music. Good for the health, the breathing. There's a lady who has asthma, or terrible breathing problems, and she comes and she knows that she feels better after she's sung. All those sort of things. I suppose, yes, I said I wasn't a speaker, I'm not really, but I could go on and on about music. So anyway, thank you for joining me.